There was a miscommunication. We were told that we were going to get closer, and then they decided it was not safe to do that, so they've actually put some police tape up, and this is as closer as we are going to get, at least at this point. So I'll get out of the way and show you what we are seeing. Over in the distance, you see the glow from the fire, and of course the smoke that is coming from it. It's pretty big when you have that sort of glow, and you can see the two different ladders that are up in the air. Over on the right side, further in the distance, you see the taller one. It looks like almost two hoses are spraying down onto that fire from the top of that ladder right there. So we did that interview with Phoenix Fire PIO Todd Keller in the last 15 minutes or so, and he was saying that the business sign was burned, so they're trying to figure out exactly which business is burned here, because it is an industrial park, trying to figure out exactly which one it is. The businesses here have been evacuated, and we are on 35th Avenue, so we're just east of where this fire is burning, and just about, not very far north of Lower Buckeye in this area, and the road is closed. So there's a lot of traffic north of here because people are, who are trying to get down to this area can't at this point because 35th Ave is closed. And all the businesses that are in this area looks more 9-to-5 type shops where people, aren't going to be here at this time of day. So thankfully there's no one at this point, at least in danger of what's happening right here in front of us. So they have a few different ladder trucks set up, Phoenix Fire. They have a steel yard, they say, in between the Circle K and this pallet yard. So again, more industrial material that's in some of these yards around here. It went from a first alarm fire to a third alarm fire in about 5 minutes. So Phoenix Fire saying this grew very fast. So they're just trying to get crews in and out of here. Just really trying to get as many people as they can to fight this fire back. And we were at the Capitol doing a different story. And when we were coming here, it's supposed to just be about a 7 or 8 minute drive. I think it's just about 3 miles from the state capitol. And it took about 15-20 minutes to get to where we are at this point because of all the people, all the traffic, the fire trucks, and the ambulances just heading down in this area. And just south of us, here on Lower Buckeye as well, there are lots of different trucks, first responders just lined up, ready to go, waiting to see what's going on. It also looks like Lower Buckeye is shut down at this point, just south of where this fire is burning. I have not seen any traffic just moving east and west on that road. So again, trying to figure out what started this, of course, is the main question. That's going to happen throughout this investigation. But for now, fire crews just certainly focused on trying to contain this, trying to keep it where it's at this point, and hopefully prevent it from spreading, guys.
It seems like such a huge parcel of land there that is burning. You think this is several street blocks? How big? Can you describe how big this parcel of land is out there?
Yeah, so you have all these industrial businesses that are in this area, of course, and they each have, depending on the size of the business, a good lot of land to house all those materials that they have to sell or to work on, whatever they're doing with their businesses. So when you're looking, I'm just looking at my maps on my phone here, just trying to figure out exactly the size of this. I mean, there's a few different buildings over there. There are some buildings obviously in our way, including some fencing where you can't, see ground up. You can kind of just see over the tops of those buildings and fences. But I mean, this is a full block. The next main street between where we are and heading west towards where that fire is, the next main street is 39th Avenue. So that's a few blocks. So this fire is not a few blocks at this point. It looks like it's really just probably about a block, a quarter of that space, maybe even less than that at this point. But with that being said, it's still producing the flames that you're seeing here, the glow into the night sky of the smoke. And when you have a fire response like this, it's very serious. Like I said, first alarm to third alarm fire within minutes. And on our way here, saw, honestly, probably between 10 and 12 fire trucks just with the sirens on, the lights on, just trying to get here as soon as possible. All of them heading in the same direction, right down 35th Avenue, trying to get here. So, again, hopefully those hoses are doing some damage over there and trying to knock back those flames, and hopefully these fire crews are able to contain it.
It's been burning for at least a full hour now, and Michael, just last night we were talking about air quality. You were on a story about wildfires. So as you breathe in this air, how smoky is it? Can you see? Talk to me about the air quality that you're experiencing right there, right now.
Yes, so thankfully this is not, I would say, as bad as what people are dealing with in the Northeast when it comes to those Canadian wildfires and the just honestly crazy weather they're dealing with over there in air quality. For where we are just a little bit north and east of where this fire is burning, and you can see the way that the smoke is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of blowing into the wind here, blowing up and out here, fuming. And it's, you can see that, and it's heading east, a little bit south of where we are. So as of right now, like, you get a sense, like, yeah, there's a little bit of that smokiness to the air, but it's not overwhelming or anything, at least where we are. At this point, you could feel a little bit of the heat, but again, we have buildings in between us, you have fences in between us, so it's nothing that's overwhelming at this point. But I can't imagine what it's like for those firefighters that are actually on top of the flames right now, and if they are in the direction of where that wind is carrying the smoke from the fire, it's certainly got to be a lot worse there, because like I said, where we are, it really isn't too bad at this point.